Okay. Well, I can. Oh dear. I can see that we're live now. So, welcome to Vista Technology, Vista 2 stream number 10. This will be the last of 2019 and probably last of the decade. It will definitely be the last of the new stream. It might not be the last stream or video. I might have something else up for you guys. I don't know. But what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we're going to be taking a look at some news stories, right? And we're not actually starting with this one. Fooled you with that one. But we're going to be starting with this one here. Whoopsies. So basically, the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, for those of you that aren't aware, has decided to make e-scooters remain illegal. And doubtlessly there will be people who contest this and complain and whatnot. But to be perfectly honest, I would agree with this decision because if e-scooters behave any in the manner that the e-bikes behave, then this will be absolutely catastrophic. If you've ever been to, if you've ever driven anywhere in the city where there's been e-bikes presence, it is all hell breaks loose. They completely disregard traffic rules. They just go where they want to, and then they speed round, and then they hit pedestrians, they hit other bicyclists, and they hit cars, and then they get hit by cars, and then they complain they got hit by cars, even though they just went straight through 6 lanes of traffic while they were facing the opposing light, making them at the wrong. But then they'll have 1.5 million activists saying, "Oh no, sure they are not at fault," but even though they are at fault, but that's not the point anymore. So good on him for not caving. And then Cybertruck goes on sale for about 10 grand in Russia, but it's not really the Cybertruck, and because it's Russia. Basically, a bunch of Russian YouTubers went into their backyard and they said, "Oh yeah, this would be pretty cool," and they built this and they sold it, right? And to be perfectly honest, everyone is up to their shit in Cybertruck stuff. They're all like, "Oh my god, look at this! This is so cool! This is so cool!" Honestly, it looks like garbage. It looks like garbage, and I've seen 1.5 million memes about this before, so it's not original. But Jesus Christ, I could have drawn a better car when I was like 6. You know, like what is this? Like what is this? Like. I know this is like the one that the Russians built, but let's just give me a second. Let's pull up the actual Cybertruck. Like, this is utter shite. Like, I'd never drive one of these. This is utter shite. I mean, look at it. Would you pay? If I were to guess, this thing is over $100,000. Knowing Tesla, this is ugly. I would not be seen driving one of these. I'd rather drive you know what I'd rather drive? Give me a second. Hold on one more second. Sorry, I'm all messed up with my stuff. I haven't done this in such a long time as to what I'm doing. Alright, quick access. Let's do this. Go. Ta-da! I'd rather drive this. You know what? I'd be proud to drive this. Liam Neeson, good Ballymena man. I would back him 100% of the way, and I would drive this beautiful Liam Neeson repping the 028. But But yeah, I would rather drive this, right? I'd rather drive this 1998 Nissan Altima, that's been painted the ugliest lime green I've ever seen and been plastered with pictures of Liam Neeson, which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Liam Neeson. It's just, that's a bit much. And also it's on a car. I'd rather drive it than that. Like, I do not see the appeal in this. I do not see, it's ugly. Like, if you disagree, then go at it. Go at just that's fine. I just personally think it's ugly. Right. So now that that's out of the way, let me just put this back. Reset this. These are our last two articles. I know we're having actual articles today, and we'll probably not get that until you'll probably not get that back again until like 2030. You know, let me get my crap back together again. Okay, right. So, AMD Ryzen 4000 rumored to offer around 17% increased performance. Now, I don't see why this would shock anybody. Ryzen 1... Give me a second. Let me look it up. I saw the launch of Ryzen. When was it? 2017, right? I was in 7th grade. I was in 7th grade, and I was like, at that point, like I was just around getting into computers and all that, and like really getting into enthusiast levels of computing, like where I am today, and back then it was, if you wanted real performance, you went with Intel. AMD was like the budget one, but even like their budget options were crap. Like, you would be better off with an i3 than a lot of what they were offering. There was everything was geared towards Intel because Intel was just better, and AMD had just really fallen off their game. And then Ryzen hit like a thunderbolt. Ryzen was like a kick up the ass to Intel because for a good, I want to say since 2008, 2009, Intel had been uncontested. Intel had no real competition, and then all of a sudden AMD comes, and they're like, and the Ryzen was terrific. Ryzen was great performance. Ryzen had better, I believe, had more cores, more threads, and better performance per cores and threads than Intel. The only thing that still made Intel more popular was, of course, the fanboyism, which will always be there for both sides. But the fanboys, and then their single core performance was very high, so it made it worth it. Also, it was a little less buggier than Ryzen, and you could get better performance. Like, ultimately, if you wanted the highest performance chip, it was still an Intel. And then we get hit. Ryzen 2 was a bit weak because Ryzen 2 was so there's the Zen architecture. Instead of it being Zen 2, it was just Zen Plus or something like that, and that was kind of weak. But then they hit with Ryzen 3, and Ryzen 3 blew AMD out the water. Ryzen 3 was so good it almost blew Threadripper out of the water, and Threadripper is AMD's own product. Like, it's literally one part of AMD beating another part of AMD. It was batshit. It was this was amazing. And it basically, like, for the last like couple of months, all I've been seeing on when I scroll through my YouTube recommendation is like, why is Intel still here? What is there left for Intel? Intel has just been obliterated, and it's true. Intel has hit a brick wall because they've got such a good competitor, and they've got someone who's come up with a really good product. So I don't see why this would really surprise anyone. Ooh. So yeah, so Zen and Zen Plus, which was Zen 2 was then Ryzen 3. Zen 3 will be Ryzen 4. Zen 4 will be Ryzen 5, or maybe something like that. I don't know. We've got the 2022 is like 3 years from now. But that's another thing, is processes. So Intel, of course, because of the whole thing where they didn't have to innovate, they stayed at like 12, 14 nanometers for like... Sorry, I've been having some issues today. They stayed at 12, 14. They stayed around the same mark, only gradually improving. every cycle. So when they release a new CPU, it would just be, some iteration of, or just squeezing whatever performance they could out of the 12, 14 nanometer process. Whereas, as you can see, AMD has started shipping 7 nanometer with Ryzen 3. But see, AMD is still going to do the thing with 7 nanometer plus. It's just going to be, again, squeezing the most performance possible out of the 7 nanometer. But Intel's been having such bad problems, and this is another reason why Ryzen 3 is such a kick up the ass, was that obviously the shorter process you have, so 12 to 7, that means that's what you're doing is you're shrinking the processor, and you might just saying, what's the benefit to that? Well, the benefit to that is that you can fit more processing units in one CPU, which means you can then improve more performance, and you can come to the point where your base level CPU that you're offering can be six cores, which back, I want to say when I first got into this, which was literally only 2 years ago, or 3 years ago at a push, like that was unheard of, and that was like really not that long ago, and it's just AMD really, but for 10 years it was just such stagnation, and then you came in and then you see everything's like everyone doesn't know what's happening because AMD is they just blew Intel out of the water, and Intel hasn't even gotten their crop together for a 7 nanometer process, so they're nowhere near catching up to AMD. All right, so that rounds off, and now our Intel Discrete GPU shows up with 96 execution units. Now, if you go back, I want to say a year, maybe a year and a half in my news streams, you'll notice that one of them said something about the a rumored Intel GPU. And they were like, oh, this is really far off. Well, and now we're seeing that it's less far off than we thought. We've known Intel has been working to develop a GPU for a while, and I should just say discrete GPU, because they already have GPUs. Like they are probably one of the largest manufacturers for like low end laptops in terms of GPUs, and even this laptop was like around like $2,000, and there's this runs Intel 660 graphics or something like that. So they have GPUs, but it's more of like an APU thing. It's more of a combined with the processor. It's more of like an integrated graphics type of thing. They don't have like a 2080 Ti, like a physical card, and that's what they're moving towards. And from the looks of it, it's not going to be like a 2080 Ti competitor, like a Vega 64 competitor, something like that. It's going to be more of like a 1660 competitor, something like that. But it's still really good because the more players you have in the game, because you have Intel, like AMD has been really pushing it with the CPUs, but they've been sort of slacking on the GPU side. Don't get me wrong, they've been doing pretty good, but compared to Nvidia still is the leader of the pack. So, but you still have, if you throw another player into the mix, now you're just throwing more competition in, which means that the marketplace opens up more, and as you can see, Intel's really losing with the CPUs. So these GPUs might be a really good idea to help them keep their position in the the marketplace. Because like if you see a computer, most of the time you'll see an Intel sticker on it. Like, I mean, if you look at this laptop, actually you can't see it, but right here where my finger is an Intel sticker. You don't, even today there's still a stigma against AMD, as AMD being like the cheap brand and like the budget brand, but that really is not true anymore. It certainly was true not so long ago, like maybe 1-2 years ago, but nowadays AMD's a really strong competitor, and they've got some really good cards. So that's enough of that. Big. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna do sort of a year in review thing, like Will and E, my mans. Yes. So we're just gonna look through all the videos. We're also gonna do a decade in review. Um, because I mean I've only had this YouTube channel since 2017. I had one before. It had like Minecraft Let's Plays and whatever on it, but that's long gone, and there's reasons for that. But yeah, we're just gonna look back at everything. We're just gonna see how everything was. You know how much things are the same or different. I'd imagine everything's more or less the same because this channel's only like 2.5 years old. But you know, we'll look anyway. We'll look anyway. We'll look anyway. Yeah, we will do that. OBS is so fun. You can just go like wee. Right, back on the topic. So window capture, delete. Alright. Right. Window capture, create new window capture for... There we go. Haha! See, I am not as bad at this as I look. Right? I know I look completely unprepared, but I got this. Also, I've been improving my Premiere skills because we've had a lot of art projects recently, and not even art projects. We've just had a lot of film-related school projects, which will tie in. We'll talk about those in the year in review section. But yes. So I've been focusing on focusing. I've been focusing on Jesus Christ. I've been focusing on improving my skills. I've been also improving on my Photoshop skills. You should see that from my A+ background I have. But right, like you see this. I actually learned how to do this. You can't. You know, I'm gonna show you how to do this. Because that's actually somewhat tricky. So I'm gonna open up Paint. Window capture. Watch A. Well, look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. Up. Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. See, now I can just layer everything. See, I'm good at this. Don't make fun of me. Video. There we go. Aha. So we're gonna insert a picture. Oh, that's great. It doesn't even show you my camera roll, so you can't see all the weird crap that's on here. So we're gonna take my friend Philip here. Philip, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. But so freeform selection tool, and you go like that, and select the portion you want, right? And then what you do is you hold Shift, and you drag. And then look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Like I've seen tutorials on how to do this, but they've never done it quite that good. And then see, this is what you have to do at school with your mates. You know, you just grab their pictures and you do shit like this, and then right, it's perfect. And now you've got your software. Right. So get rid of that. We're just gonna be looking over at all the videos that have ever been made on this horrendous channel. We've got 63 subscribers now. You know, I wasn't that. I hit 50, I think, in freshman year, and 63 recently because of all the school projects. And then, but before that, I was at like 20 for quite a long time. But so this was the first video, and I've just, you know what, let's just watch it.
Hello, today we'll be assembling the Raspberry Pi Foundation.
Right, so
7-inch.
First thing I've noticed is my voice is very high. This was taken 2 days after my 13th birthday. I am now 15, I cannot believe that only 2 years ago my voice was that high. I probably still can't do that high of a voice. Hi guys, welcome to Vista Technology. Today we're going to be assembling this phone. See this phone? We're going to be taking the cover off it. Yeah, I probably I still can. I still can go that high. I still can go that high. I just don't go that high in normal speaking. Because I don't know. Because I don't look as old as I should. So I've got to sound older. So I don't get bullied the crap out of. But anyway, right back to that. I just noticed that the like to dislike ratio on this is 3-1. So who disliked this video? Because I'll come around yours and bash your head in. But that's enough, right?
Discrete 7-inch.
I don't know. I also don't know. Right. I've still got the sweatshirt. I'll be right back. I still got the sweatshirt. And right, see, I just cleaned my room too, so I knew where it was. It's been almost 3 years since this video was taken. This still fits because I watched my dog in it earlier, and it got called a fag, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. Sure, they're not wrong anyway. But right. Ta-da! So actually, we're gonna go back to. See, that looks tight there, but it's actually not. This is actually really roomy. I know you can see my boobs through it, but yeah, it's comfortable. So we're going to go back to 2017 Vista Technology with the Science Explorers. Not sure if you can see that. Oh, wrong corner. Science Explorers sweater. It's actually my cousin Sean's. So shout out to Sean. Yes, this is your sweater. This is not mine. So let's just continue watching.
It comes with all the cables necessary.
Sure, right. I'm sure I said this already, but why am I whispering? Like, I remember the day I recorded this. There was no one there. See that chair there? Do you see that chair? God, I can't point. See the chair with the white thing on it? That's where my dad sits. Right. He always sits there. So if that chair was empty, then there was no one there. Presumably my mom was at work. Presumably my dad was upstairs taking a nap. So no one was downstairs. No one would have heard me. I could have at least spoken in a normal voice. Also, I've noticed there's no face shown. I don't know why not. Second thing is, I've done this on my couch. I think because back then I was very big into Ashens, which is a great YouTube channel. You should go check them out. But this is not the brown couch. This is nowhere near. So I don't know if that's what I was going for, but it didn't work.
Let's flip it over, and let's begin. So our first task will be assembling our Raspberry Pi unit, any size, to the touchscreen.
See now there's audio. Now you can hear it, and also you can see my beautiful sweatshirt. Big up. So give me a second. Actually. I think it was in Cape May. Aha, yeah, it was Cape May. I remember this. Oh my god, this was 2010. So that would have been 10 years ago now. Ooh. My bones start to hurt. I'm gonna pull the sweatshirt up so it looks better. Right.
I'll be using a Model 3 today to show you.
Model 3 that I nicked. I don't remember where I nicked it from, but I nicked it from somewhere. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I did.
So, we will start by putting it on this way. Make sure that the long silver bit on this side, where the white cable clips in, is on the same side as this.
Right. Also, I hate to keep interrupting, but oh, I've got to pull this up for you. Let me just open up a new tab. See that red case right there? That red case right there. Right. So I put a bunch of electronics in it on a flight I took, probably like 3 or 4 months after this video was shot, and I put all of the electronics in there, and it was foam, and then I taped it with masking tape, and it looked like a bomb, so it did, and security gave it a second look, so they did. I'll show you why. I don't blame them. Let me just I have the picture here somewhere. Let me just pull it up for you. Scroll past all the vacation photos. Right. Oh my God! I saw the picture. Okay. All right. Okay. Window capture. Create new. There it is. That is it right there. My stupid 13-year-old brain said that would be good to take on a flight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Good times. There we go. Oh my God, I didn't speed this up, did I? This is just literally me screwing in screws. Oh, Jesus. Ursula, you're going. Oh, right.
Now we will be putting the cable in. So our second task will be connecting the Raspberry Pi module to the display module.
Okay, so right. Okay, so now I'm talking normally. Now you can hear my voice. Also, that beautiful.
We'll do that using this white wire. So you'll put the metal bit face first into the Pi and snap shut. And then you'll put the second bit into the display module and likewise snap shut. Now we have our display set up. But what we need to do now is we need to distribute the power. And the way we're going to do this is face it towards you like this, so that the USB is on your left.
All right, I remember this. All right, so technically, with these, you're supposed to be able to just plug it in, and then there's 2 cables you can run. 2 jumper cables you can run from the Pi to the screen to make it run. But the cubes that I had to run this with, my mom took the good ones to charge her phone, so what I was left with was utter shite. So I was trying to run like I don't know, this thing was trying to draw like 2.4 amps off of this like 1 amp cube that was like literally overheating. It wasn't even one of those real 1 amp cubes. It was literally a knockoff. It was that bad. So I actually had to plug 2 cables in. You'll see that later.
There's the GPIO, and then the display module's GPIO. So the farthest plug on the display module's GPIO, you'll plug one of the wires you received into it, and you'll plug that into the second. You'll plug that into the second pin here. The second pin facing you, so this one will be empty, this one will have the red wire in it.
Go on,
we get it. Then we'll take this black wire, put it next to the red wire, and you'll put it on the last slot on the display module's GPIO. So like this. So on this side, there should be the black one, the red one, the black one, and then 3 spaces in between. And on here, there should be a space, the red one and the black one, and then all the other GPIOs. So, now
Pins. There were not actual separate GPIOs. Oh, you uneducated little man.
Connecting it. Let's power it up and see what happens. So the third and final stage of this whole thing is to power up the system.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, right. So, right. In our TV room, there used to be like the back part of our house. There was a desk, and there was a desk. My mother moved it out of the way, and I took it, and I decided this would be my desk. This would be the tech desk, and I just moved over, and I just dumped loads of crap on it, and I just started like plugging things in. So that's what this is. But then, when I started high school, I needed like an actual desk, so I got moved to the attic. So I'm now a couple floors away from that where that was, and also that way I could like I'm here. I used to be playing with stuff, and then my parents would and whoever else was in the house would be watching TV, and then they'd be getting annoyed because I was just trying to do things. So I'm in the attic, because I needed somewhere quiet to study, because I wasn't listening to the Real Housewives of God knows where talk about who shagged who and who injected heroin into whose eyeballs. So now like you can't even like my parents are very old, so they're downstairs, they're blaring their TV show right now. I can't hear a thing, and they can't hear me. And it's wonderful that way, because neither of us want to hear each other. And solution. But so on so far. Go forward.
Now, if you have a powerful cube and you have a powerful wire, which by the way they are micro USB, then go for it. You only have to plug it into one. But if you're like me, you use two stable sources to just make sure that it doesn't.
Hence what I said earlier.
It doesn't fry on you while you're working with it. So I use, I plug it into both boards. So let's go ahead and plug in the first wire, which would go to the display. And as you can see here, it boots up and the Pi boots up with it, but it probably won't have enough energy to keep going. So what we'll do is plug this in so that it has enough power to run the boot up sequence, and we will have our Pi. So we'll just give it a second. So here we are. Now the Pi.
I just muted it because someone was downstairs. But this background image, there's a story behind everything. So in middle school, which is when this was filmed, obviously, we got shown Godspell, the movie, and the most memorable scene for me was where they show them like dancing like in the plazas of a bunch of buildings. They show them dancing on a billboard, and they show dancing on the top of some building. And I'm like, oh, it's like obviously green screen, or it's obviously like I thought it was like on a low down building, and then it zooms out, and it's like this building, and you can see like it's like half built, and you zoom out even further, and it's the goddamn World Trade Center. I swear to God, go watch it yourself, and the things are half built, and these people are literally dancing on top of it. Right next to the rail where they could plummet to their death. I think they were like the tallest buildings in New York City. This was mental. This was mental, but I decided that would be my wallpaper, which what can I tell you? Actually, I still have that Raspberry Pi right here, actually. I've got a bunch of compact flash cards lying on top of it, but it still works. And then I have this wee cover thing, because I went for orientation for school, and they gave me the sticker, and I was in 8th grade, and I was like, ooh, let me put let me put the sticker on. This will be so cool. And then I went in next year and I actually started to have to do work. And then I was like, maybe not so cool. Which is why a lot of my videos from 2018 sound kind of depressing because I was kind of depressed. But that's all.
Pi has loaded, so I can use all the functions of Pi. Compress menu, and the menu will come up. Let's say Internet Firefox, and it'll load up for me.
How long do you think we're gonna wait in awkward silence?
And it allows you to do all the functions of a normal computer. There is an option to install when you use it on your big monitor. There is an option to install an on-screen keyboard, but I've been unable to do that so far. But if you have a normal keyboard, then you can just use this, and it allows you to work. And it's a great tool, handy, good for on the go, but still lets you have developing tools. So that's all for today, and I hope you learned a lot about how to use your 7-inch Raspberry Pi Foundation touch.
I didn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. Oh my god. See, now I get tons of shit now. They're like, everyone's like, oh, you sound like you're 7. That is what a 7-year-old sounds like. My voice now is not that bad compared to that. I assure you that everyone I knew had a way higher voice than that at that time. And also, look at that. No, it's some stock iMovie thing that's probably on my mom's laptop. God have mercy.
Screen. Thank you.
At least there was a fade. Oh God! All right. So Albert, my friend was like, commented and subscribed and such. Of course, I was such a thing. I was like, this comment I owe you is in reference to this because I was like, oh my God, someone commented and subscribed, and then Meanie, who was in the grade below me, who used to go to my school, he moved off a couple years ago. Was like just came back on, and then we just had a conversation about I don't even know. What has the world come to? So that's that. I'm gonna try and speed it up because I've been here a while, but we're just gonna watch like a few minutes of each.
Okay, welcome back to Mr. Vista, man. We're just
right. We're not gonna even have to watch these two because I could tell you right away what these are about. When I was around this age, I was really into virtual machines, like running Windows 95 in a VM, running experimental versions of Windows in a VM. I was into all this sorts of stuff, trying to get Mac OS working, and that's a byproduct of this. These videos were literally like I watched the Everything EPAN videos, and then I literally was just like, all right, here's my video. Is literally what Everything EPAN said. I think I actually left a link in one of them that was to an Everything EPAN download, if I remember correctly. See, oh my God, I actually did it. Jesus. I literally used an Everything EPAN download. Oh my God. I was so dumb. Right, channel trailer time. Alright, let's go.
Hello and welcome to the Mr. Vista YouTube channel or Twitter.
Wait. Oh, so this was a year later. So my voice was more or less where. Oh my God, where it is now. It got a lot better. Still not great, but I this visual design I'm proud of because I got like the shading very good and everything. I did this in Google Drawings actually. That's where I did this. I didn't do this in Photoshop. And I went on like the Google Drawings options for pictures and I just got the stock everything and then I just drew this over, but it still looks pretty good. And it's still I made my logo and this little uh like in the corner of the video it says like the VT thing with the cog. I made that in Windows Google Drawings and it's not that
where we review old, new, and
that's the old one downstairs. That's a monitor. I still use that monitor right now. So like I have the laptop here and I have the second monitor here. So right now you can't see it, but I've got the video I'm watching up here, and then on the right hand screen I've got OBS settings, just making sure that everything's good. But so I still use that. That keyboard is now a Dvorak keyboard because one of my friends, Aiden, was like, "You gotta try Dvorak." I was like, "Okay." It hurt the hell out of my hands, but I'd already converted the keyboard, so I just gave it to my dad because his keyboard broke, and he was like, "What in the hell is this?" And I don't blame him. But now my dad uses Dvorak, which is something close to a miracle. That's one of those cheap Microsoft mouses somewhere. This lamp is I don't even no, this lamp is still downstairs. That's a TV. I was using a TV as a second monitor, which is now downstairs in the basement because we had this CRT TV and my mother just threw it out without asking me because despite the fact there's a JVC iArt TV and those are rare and they like go for thousands of dollars now, but of course she didn't care. But those are that's literally a TV. Still in use though, a different place now, and that's a DVD burner. That's it was I think the date on the back was like January 2004. Like it's older than I am. And it's just I don't even know where it is now. Oh no, I do know where it is now. It's in my room, in a box, but I don't really use it.
frankly rubbish technology.
That's not true. That was pulled out of the second computer my family ever had. Um, and that graphics card got through quite many years of usage. So I give it some credit.
Feel free to like and subscribe to our videos and check out our Twitter at the Mr. Vista.
Which is not actually my Twitter account. It's not my Twitter account. But because I put it there, and I was like, all right, we'll put it there, and then I'll go into Twitter and I'll make the account, and somebody already had the account, and I was like, oh, all right then. So my actual Twitter account is the at the third Conley. Give me a second. Give me a second. Right. So this is my actual account. At the third Conley. I had to change it up for some history project. You know what? We'll actually change it back now. I'll get my old pictures back. Let's just say thank God you can't see the camera roll. Right, that's beautiful. What's it? Oh. I think that's the website, yeah. Right. One second, actually, let me close. I don't know what happened with the banner. I'm gonna have to reset that. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I moved my picture, made it really big so that you couldn't. In case it got some like bad redirect. To some nasty website. Yep. That's my Twitter. Go follow it. It's not at the Mr. Vista. It's at the Third Conley. It's post beautiful stuff like retweets of Will and E. I'm Alex. You love it. You will love it. Onwards and upwards. All right. Some beautiful messages. When did Randall send that? 8:22. 8 minutes ago. Wow. 2 watching now. There's 2 people here. Isn't that crazy?
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, so I faded the music, but not the actual video. Wow. Okay. That's pretty bad. Oh, this was the crowning achievement. This should be my most viewed video, but it's that stupid theology project instead. So this is just for me and my friend Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. He's got his own YouTube channel actually. I'm subscribed to it. So give me a second. So it should show up if you go to my channel, and you go to channels. Oh, I only show. Oh, I don't. Do I not? Are my subscriptions not public? Okay. Well, I'm about to make them public. I'm not gonna hit the public button or anything. I'm just gonna you'll just see them. But Kevin M. This is his channel. It's no videos, no anything really. I don't think. Nope. But it's oh, Kevin has a Twitter. I don't know if this is Kevin or not. I'm pretty sure this is Kevin. I think because he subscribed to me. I think I don't know. I don't remember. Go check Kevin out. But him and I just went. We literally went to Starbucks in Phillips Plaza in on Long Island, and we over in Rockville Center, and we played it. That's no longer a Starbucks. Actually, no, it's I forget what the name of the place is now. I follow them on Instagram, but yeah, and we just did that. This was the first news stream, so I don't want to see I don't know why it's in 2 parts. I don't know why part B is 1 minute. All right. Oh no. All right. Actually, these headphones are bangers. So they are. These are. They are good quality. Still.
All right, we are live.
I've still got that jacket too. I'll put that one over this one. Never mind. Turns out it's on the first floor, and I don't want to go down there and get it. So I don't know. You'll see it. Maybe. Hashtag what? Oh, Jesus. Are there any other videos with that hashtag? Oh. Yeah, no. I'm gonna close that down. Okay. I gave. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I gave the links to everything, and I started writing titles for them, quit, and then one down here wrote a title and didn't give the link. Thanks, Connor. I love you so much. Right, let's watch part B because it's short.
So sorry, I didn't include this last time. But just to follow up on what I said before, completely forgot to mention this, and it's like the most important thing that happened today.
Right, what happened today that was so important that you fucked up the stream? Let's listen.
Was the Ryzen 2. Ryzen 2 is now available.
I think they should legalize abortion up to age 13 because it would have prevented this. Actually, no, this came out. When did this come out? All right, would have been 14, right? So abortion up to 14. It prevents this. It prevents this.
So basically, what this means is that
what this means is a processor launch that I didn't have the money to buy. I still don't have the money to buy. It means nothing because I haven't the system that could use it. So what's the point? How? Why?
The older generation, like the Ryzen 1, the 1700X, 1800X, 1700, 1600, are getting a refresh with the architecture that's being called Zen Plus. It's not Zen 2. People aren't there yet, but this is Zen Plus. So this is a reiteration on the Zen architecture. And people,
this is so infuriating because I know I did it at the beginning of this video. I know I do it so many times, but it's just spit it out. Right, okay, you just sit there and you just go on and on and on and you say it like 20 times, like for Christ's sake, just say it. Just say it.
The performance increase, you haven't got the best chip and you don't have some crazy cooling configuration. The performance is not.
See, I'm talking about high performance here, right there. I was sitting here, right, in April 2018 with an early 2015 MacBook Air that was so shite. It was literally like 50 degrees outside, and the thing was like melting in my lap. There was so much heat. I filmed like a 10-minute video or like a 5-minute video. It took like 30 minutes to render. Like, you want to talk about high performance? I didn't know crap about high performance, so I didn't know crap.
Drastically different from last generation, but it's very close to Intel. It's gaining closer and closer and closer to.
How would I know? I had never used. I would guess this would be around the time 7700K. I'd never used a 7700K. I'd never used any Ryzen processors. I still haven't because I haven't the money. I've used an 8800K because there's one in this laptop. But what were you talking about this? And I knew nothing. I knew absolutely nothing. 55 minutes is it? Right. Close that off. There's enough of that. I did this in the backyard. I bet you this is like.
Right?
Oh, can I just say those neighbors across that fence went chomping at our tree, and then they were like, we'd like to have it taken down, and it's like, it's on our property. if we want the tree stays. Okay, you can't come over. And it's like they're talking about splitting the cost with my dad. Sure, he can't even pay the bills. How could he pay to have the tree removed? Are they fucking daft? You know, were they dropped on the head as a baby? Just just leave us be. Leave us be.
You should be live. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is the Vista. That from now on is your front door and leave packages.
You also gotta appreciate that crap stash right there. That was before I'd shaved it off, and so it was. Oh God have mercy. This video was so bad. I literally what I did was I took a string, right, and I tied one end of it at one corner of my room. I tied the other end to another corner, and then I took one of those clasps that you use for holding your phone, like in the car, like if you're using it as a GPS, and I hung my phone on the clip, and then I put duct tape over it so it wouldn't move, and the thing swung the entire video, and you can see it in the video. You watch. Right.
So this is the
look,
Texas Instrument Inspire C.
You can see the swinging. And listen, I want you to listen carefully to the background.
X. So this is Texas Instruments.
You want to know where that comes from? You want to know where this comes from? Right. So back in the day, Verizon Channel 49 was the Weather Channel weather scan. It was this miniature version of the Weather Channel that only did your area. So we got Queens and Brooklyn, and then a little bit of Manhattan, and they showed a bit of Long Island. It was a little piece of everything, but they didn't show Connecticut or Westchester or any of that. But it was so bad. It wasn't bad. It was I don't know why I said that. It was the radar is really good. It was really local news, but it had this I don't even know how to describe the soundtrack. I have it saved though. I literally have the thing saved. Give me a second. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. It was all music like that. It's stuff you hear in an elevator, and that's what I chose for the background of this video.
Second flagship. There's another version that's a higher power, but this is the most.
You just hear this late 80s sexy sax sound that you'd expect to hear Law and Order SVU, and it's in a video about retro gaming on a calculator. Oh my god! I was a special child. I can't make this up. You look. It's right in front of you. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
The second.
I can't. All right, that's enough of that. Randall's not offered me to give me any money. Not happy. But quantum computing, more leaks, RDP, La La Land. See, I bet you that's a quote. That was either the time that La La Land the movie came out, or it was. So I remember I saw the movie actually. I thought it was kind of decent. 2016. Oh no, so that would have been before. I was probably something my science teacher said. My science teacher always said crap like that.
And right. Here in my neighborhood, it is 74 degrees.
Whoa! 74 degrees is it? Oh, it's crazy! Wow!
53% humidity, so...
53% humidity! Wow! I've never seen anything like it! It's not like...
I'm sorry, the fans in the computer will be ramping up, and it might get a bit loud.
Can you hear the fans? Hear the fans? Because I can't.
But same yesterday. Usually, I just came out with a new video, pretty cool.
Is this the
and welcome to the new post, and I'll zoom out of this so you can see it. So I was here, and I had
And I have the Nisma, because my Nisma medal was there.
I'll step over here and show you. I had a clip here in a shooting about that with my use of.
Oh yes, that was it. That was it. You see that potato chip clip thing, and there was another one on my closet, and then there's just like this paracord thing that my math teacher gave me. That's
Hey,
lovely woman.
I'm sure I'll come up with a better mounting system.
Yes, I'm sure you will, because anything's better than what you did.
Soon. So.
Right. Pictures of the chair. Oh, the chair's still here. I actually, my mom screamed at me for having it in my room. I don't know why she doesn't like it, but it's moved. I'm not sure if you can see. You can't see. But actually, no. You know, if you look at the stream of the Randall stream, you'll see that's the chair he's sitting on. It's over there. It's right over there. It's where I threw the Arlen sweater after I put the Science Explorers one on. But it's still here. But it's just my mom didn't want it in my room. I don't know why. I'll ask questions. That's a MASH t-shirt also. You should go on MeTV. I think MeTV still sells them, and get a MASH t-shirt. Support MeTV, great TV channel. Also, MASH is a great show.
Let me just.
Anything interesting in this then?
Gigahertz Intel Core i5.
Oh, this was probably me explaining how crap my computer was to make up for the fact that I was so bad at editing. I was like, oh, well, look at this. It's got really bad graphics yet. It's got a really bad processor yet. It's got shite memory. Which, like, is fair, but also, I was so bad at Premiere. Like now I've got at least, and see, Randall came in and said, hey, you know, I don't have anyone doing that nowadays. So Randall said hi again, so on and so forth. And then this one is where I started actually learning how to use Photoshop. Like, you can see my outlines there, and it's got some cool text. Which is weird, because this is actually... Wait, what? I thought someone was downstairs for a second. This one's actually working. It was weird. I look younger here than I did in the last two videos. I don't know. That was before. That was before Dr. Gosling took the cement straight into my eyelids, and now I look like a superstar. That's how she says. See the Sedmila Fulcha a metal bracket. I actually had. What I did was I took one of those strings that fell out of one of my sweatshirts, and I actually tied it up, and it's hanging in my room. So Sedmila Fulcha, like it's suspended halfway between the books, and I tied it. I'll show you later. I tied it in between the books to hold it up. It's actually
Set this up.
Another right, same old crap. I look like I have like a fetus, right? Oh, the unpackaging, because it was like everything was unboxings were so popular, and so I was like, ooh, look, I'm against the trends. I'm doing an unpackaging. I'm so special. You think that the theology project was bad. You think that the art project was bad. You thought the acting in that was bad. Look at this.
So, earlier today I got this package.
You can hear that electric buzz of something in the background, and I don't know what it is. It sounds like it's ready to explode. Well, it didn't, because I'm still here, sadly.
And I know what it is, but you don't know what it is.
Wow! Would you believe it that? That's how it works! Because I've opened the package before, because you could see where it ripped, and I planned on not opening the package first, but I didn't trust UPS, those sneaky bastards, so I was like, you know what, I'll open it first, just to make sure that they haven't screwed me over, and then I'll do it.
So, let's open it. So,
is this like... There's some sort of like copyright free Bob Marley in the background. this is probably something I got off like signs of like, oh, I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna do no copyright sound, And then like the last like 7-8 videos I've done have just all been like copyright claims, which is fine because I don't make monies off these videos anyway because my channel's nowhere near where you need to be monetized. I honestly don't care. I don't do this for the money. I do this for the crack and also so I can look back and in 15 years and show my children how much of a wank stain I was. But yes, in no way is this a sponsored video. Yeah, no. In no way, because I had like 40 subscribers. This is what you get inside it. I thought I'd show you the packaging, because, unboxing. And this is, that got stolen from me at camp, so I don't even have this anymore, so there's no point in watching this video. Okay, so this must have been October, I think, 2018. My history teacher was like, you could give us, Miss Ryzen gave us a list of topics we could do, or not topics. It was about the Macedonian Empire or whatever, something like that, and it was you could do it in certain different ways. And I saw one of the videos was like oh, I'll do a video. That's great. And just watch it. It's not a lie. Yes, that is Linus Tech Tips. Can we just get an F in the chat for Nikki V? If you don't know, Nikki V used to work for Linus Tech Tips, and I don't know what he does now, but he was the one who did all the beautiful painting for this car, did that moi pink, did the beautiful green racing stripes, did those neon orange hubcaps. I should also mention I did the David voice or whatever the MLG text to speech voice is, the British guy, and it's I think it's David, but I actually got points marked off for that because it was Ryzik said that it was like kind of hard to hear, which I can sort of agree with. It was pretty bad. This whole video is pretty bad. I still got like a 92, 93 on it, which was way more than I deserve, so thank you, Miss Ryzik. But yeah, we'll just continue watching. Oh crap, did I rename this video? Oh crap. Vista new Vista news stream. Look how far behind the thing is from where I am. Vista news stream. Switch the language back. Right, so I should be able to go into wherever. There we go, view and watch page, and then the title should have changed. There we go, view and watch page, and then the. Alright, that's good.
Philip, yeah. Conquering them lands, yeah. Reuniting them lands. Macedonia a mess, yes. Philip come in, guess. Get Amphipolis that gold chest. Superpowered army, check. Fixing up that phalanx, Impressed. Making that League of Corinth. Unoppressed. Reuniting Greece. Repossessed. Observing that common peace. Best. Persia gon' be put to the test. Into Greece he invest. Yeah, Philip be cruising round Greece. Yeah, Philip.
Like, I can't even, I don't even have an excuse for this. I made this last year. So, I'm literally more or less the same age as when I made this, which is scary to think that I'm that stupid, but, so on and so forth. And then this stream is literally just me getting on the bus, getting on the subway, getting off the subway, running to the train, and then the video cuts off right before I got on the train because my battery was about to die. And that's literally the entire video. It's bad. I'm sorry. I don't remember what the stream was. I think like the first 10 minutes of it was just... That was loud. Like, you understand why it had... Okay, so how long does Please Wait go on for? It goes on for 8 minutes.
Like 7 views, maybe. And then the history project averaged about 26, because I basically texted everyone I knew and said, look at my really awful history project. And then this stream.
Oh yeah, that was me. So confused that this video of me literally just walking to a train had 43 views. And like everything else, I was like, well, what is why did people watch it? Like, why? And what is Vista news stream? I think this might be unlisted. Yeah, I think this is unlisted, isn't it? No, it isn't. Minutes to get a stream, though everyone world. This tech to spit. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Yeah, that song is copyrighted. You see that oversized start bar because I still hadn't gotten the whole thing down wherever.
So let's put home in the cart. Let's put.
All right. That's me pricing out Windows 10 and being like, oh yeah, kind of expensive in it. That's another one of literally just me getting on a bus and getting on a train. That's me trying to do IP webcam, that failed, and I haven't tried to go back and do it again. That's the 8th Vista news stream. You know, we'll just pop in and look at it for a little bit. Oh, the audio on that video doesn't even work. Okay, that's great. Oh my god. Did I actually make a 50 subscriber?
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel.
For reference, right, this wasn't filmed in the Laurelton LARR station. This was filmed in the front porch of my house, as evidenced by the fact I'm sitting in a chair next to plants, next to a window.
It was just made aware to me that we have reached 50 subscribers, which I have to thank you and everyone that I know for supporting me, because I know that pretty much everyone that is subscribed.
Alright, no need to watch the rest of that. These two are actually decent videos, if I remember correctly. I don't even want to... I don't know. Oh... Right. What does this have to do with anything? Is this I want 2 number 9s, a number 12, a number 15? You can't even hear it. That's great, isn't it? So, but you see that's the folding things are right there. The printer's over there. So yeah, that's all the same. And then we did a Minecraft Let's Play. We did a reaction of a reaction video, right? Oh my god. I'm gonna.
So over the last few days.
Let me just make sure the audio on this works. Oh wait, wait, here. Can't tell what this is. Okay, so now we're gonna slide the mic down, and then Randall's.
Wait, why was live chat replay turned off for this video? Wait, give me a second. Wait. Video manager. Come on, live dashboard, give me a break. I'm sorry, if you see the keys over there, we bought my dad keys for Christmas, which sounds like a shite present, but it's $110 just to get the keys programmed. Never mind an extra like 40 for the keys, so it's like 150. You know, it's a pretty decent gift, if I do say so myself. But right, YouTube Studio, and I'm really not a fan of the new YouTube Studio. I mean, I'll put up with it because I mean I don't have a choice, but yeah, I'm not really a fan. Right, so live. Why is live? Why is it turned off for that video? Randall is here, right? Details. No, it's not made for kids. It was made by a kid, but doesn't mean it wasn't made for kids. Yeah, allow live chat to replay. Why was that option even turned off?
You do like a little thumbs up down. Video gets made. I hope you know. Okay, so the reaction to fingers. Yeah, there's
my videos I've made on them, and well, I'm very interested in hearing what they have to say. So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to a reaction of a reaction. Fucking hell, my channel really has reached a new low.
Oh jeez, alright. That I need to make a clickbait title that has that exact picture in it. I swear to God. Right, reset.
Okay, so the first person
Randall is so
we're going to be looking at
sorry. Randall is so done. I swear to God that
is a legend in his own right. If you've been on my channel for like a solid 9 months, then you probably know who this man is. Actually, no, he's not a man, he's a god. And this god goes by the name of Smoking in the Fags. And he makes videos of himself smoking. That's it. That's literally it. Like, this bloke has over 150 videos of just him smoking. Pure entertainment, that. And among them 151 videos, there are such classics as...
wow. Randall, 151 videos, lots of class. Please keep yourself together for more than 20 seconds. That would be appreciated. Thank you very much. Wow, he kept himself together.
Okay, so this guy basically just smokes.
Alright, get to the video where we do a Minecraft Let's Play.
This stream?
Yes.
Why?
I need money.
I don't need
I need money, Randall. I need money right now.
See, I needed money. I don't need money.
I do it. You look to like look at my house. You like my house? It looks like a house. Doesn't that look like a house, Randall? What do you mean, does it look like a house?
Go inside. Go inside.
It's meant specifically to look like a prefab house. How does it look like a house?
Okay. You got fire?
And what do you need fire?
You got fire?
Right. Rest of that video is pretty good. Nothing to complain. I think this stream was literally it was like I was just like, you know what? I haven't made a video in a while, right? It was the summer. Yeah, it was August 15th. I was like, you know what? My uncle Patrick and my aunt Tara were coming over with my cousin Arabella, and I was like, I have to clean the bathroom, so I just set up a stream, and I had dual cameras at one point. I was just cleaning. I've got so many. This video got claimed so many times. Right. I'm Out of Love by Anastasia. Anti Up by M.O.P. Sugar Mama by Beyonce. When the Lights Go Out by 5. Bills by Destiny Child. Creep by TLC. Bump and Grind by R. Kelly. And there's at least 10 other songs in there that did not get claimed, but should have gotten. I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, that's got claimed.
You slip on the floor up here in the back.
That's cherry pie. That didn't get claimed. Oh, see, it's just somewhere bad enough quality that they didn't even get claims. Isn't that great? That was just me updating Scout count. There was two of those videos. That was very frustrating because things didn't work as well as they should have. My last couple of videos, though, ever since I got back to school, have been something special. They've not been regular content. One second, let me just refresh this, make sure that this title got fixed. Yep. This is actually silent. This was our art teacher was like, we want something that's silent. We want and then my friend and I said we go for like a more of a Western theme, which meant black and white, and then we go to color for a section, we go back to black and white. I was going to put music over it in Premiere at one point, but then I decided not to. But, no, it's pretty decent. We found the one train station that there was nobody at, and we filmed it. It's pretty good. This took us, like most other, like, teams, I probably spent like an hour at most. We spent 2 hours filming this. I spent 4 or 5 hours editing it. It was just, we put so much unnecessary effort into editing it. Like, I had to time it exactly right so that the color would come back right as he jumps back there. Like, you see that? Like, and then it ends like that. Of course. But, this is literally just, I was just bored out my mind one day. When was this filmed? Hi everyone. Today we're October 11th. I didn't even have a free day. I was literally just, it's like a Saturday. It must have been Saturday, Sunday. Let's pull up the calendar. Sorry, you can't see this on screen, but October 11th was a Friday. So unless we had off for something, I don't know. It's literally just, I grabbed the keys and I was like, okay, I'm going to show you how to drive. I'm going to be doing something a bit different. It's still technology, but today I just grabbed the keys and did something wrong. And then I was like pointing out all the lights. It's like, can I just tell you, when you drive, ideally when you start the car, all those lights are supposed to go off. In my dad's car, all the lights go off. My mother's car, all the lights stay on because there's just like 70 problems with it. And haven't the money to fix it, so we just leave it. Live editing the school thing, that was just me editing the theology school project, which we made the first version, which was pretty good. And the second version, I taught Chris. Chris is the only person in our class that doesn't have a Veracross picture. So like we have a system called Veracross, where like each person's picture goes up. Like my picture's up there, Andrew's picture's up there, Philip's picture's up there, but his isn't. Sebastian, who sometimes shows up and comments on my videos, his is up there, but like Chris's isn't. So for the benefit of community, this is Chris. Say hello. All right. Bye now. I taught him how to do green screening. Right before I think it's the only track practice he ever missed, because I was explaining to him how to do it, but then he explained to the track coach that, like, you know, we were doing something for Theo, and he was like, all right, man. I don't remember what happened after that. You'd have to ask him. But it was all good. And then version number 2, which you can see, like this version, he added some green screen effects. He added some text effects. You know, it was a good crack. And then there was the bloopers edition, which was the one I made, because I threw all the bloopers together, because there were a lot. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever made. It's literally just, right, we were filming it, and I was like, come on, let's do this, you know, it's time to go. And Philip, right, here's the street. See the end of the car right there? That was the end of the driveway. Philip's standing here, right? Philip's standing here at the end of the in the mid. That's the street. Like Philip standing in the street, like doing some sort of like fucking dance, and I'm like, and I was just like, "What you doing? What you doing?" And then there's also a time when Chris just we were doing something with my bicycle. I forget what, and Chris just takes my bicycle and just yeets off towards the traffic signal, and then he comes back again. We're just all like, "What are you doing?" And then Andrew got it on camera, and that was good crack. And then this was the art project that we had to do, not so long ago, a couple days ago. Was doing the day before, or 2 days before we left for break, or something like that. And this one took a lot of. I had to get the VHS effect. I did all of this manually. Like, you can buy packs and whatever, but I just offset them manually. So good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed Decade in Review, Year in Review, a little bit of tech news, and I hope you all have a great and fantastic, wonderful day. Adios.